Phrasal verbs are one of the hardest things for new English learners. In this series, we are going to break these phrasal verbs down into categories. The lesson today will deal with phrasal verbs about eating and food. Our first phrasal verb is pig out. And pig out simply means to eat a lot of food. An example would be, I am going to pig out on chicken wings today. Our next phrasal verb is pick at it. This means to barely eat one's food. An example could be, John is just picking at his food today. Our next phrasal verb, cut back. This simply means to eat less. A great example would be, my doctor wants me to cut back on sugar. Next, we have fry up, and this phrasal verb means to cook something in oil. A great example would be, I am going to fry up some chicken later. Our next phrasal verb is boil down, and this is cooking the sauce to reduce its volumes. Our example is, I need to boil down the spaghetti sauce. We have mix in. This simply means combine ingredients. An example, I need to mix in some sugar. Slice off. This means to cut off a portion of something. An example could be, slice me off a little ham. Peel off. This means to remove the skin. An example would be, I need to peel off the skin before cooking. Eat up. This means finish eating. An example would be, eat up, we need to leave. Eat out. It means we're going to eat in a restaurant. A great example would be, we always eat out on Sundays. We have chop up or cut up. They're very similar. They mean to make something into smaller pieces. A great example, I need to cut up the onion or I need to chop up the onion. Bolt down means to eat very fast. Example, Sam really bolts down his food. Warm up or heat up is to make food hot again. An example, I am going to warm up the leftovers. Now this really isn't a phrasal verb, nuke it, but it's a fun expression very common in the United States. Simply means to put it into the microwave. An example, I'm going to nuke the leftovers.